Up to the 30, the 20, 10, 5. Torrey Horton back to the end zone.
48-yard play. Guess who? Body up the middle, making another move to the outside. 15, 10, end zone again.
Keeps it. Nice move by Brown. He's got space. He's got 6. 35-yard touchdown for Byron Brown. A record-setting night for the South Florida quarterback.
Down so far, a little bit of a high snap. Genty right up the middle. Genty has room. Ashton Genty, give him 6.
Second and long. Lagar tries to fit it in. Runnels, it does. Runnels stays up. The show's off his 4-3 wheels. Incredible effort for Runnels.
The G5 Hive. All G5, all the time.
Welcome to the G5 Hive Live. We are excited to bring you the G5 college football coverage you love each and every week. I am Luke. I am joined by my co-host, Justice. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're watching us on X, please give us a follow, a like, and a retweet. And if you're listening to us in podcast form, please rate and review. And don't forget to get the G5 Hive merchandise store. It is now live. Link is at the bottom of the YouTube video comments, as well as pinned on our X page and at the bottom of this screen. Woo-hoo.
All right, this next one, and I'll tell you, in my opinion, the next 4 that we're going to talk about are even worse in terms of, like, I don't see how anyone else can or should win it, in my opinion. So we'll get to the Biletnikoff Award. It's the award given to the number 1 receiver, pass catcher in the nation. And, like, in my opinion, it's Nick Nash. There is no one else, in my opinion, that's even close. Nick Nash, and when we talk about these ranks, they're all among their particular position group. He is number 1 in receiving yards with 1,282 yards, number 1 in receptions with 95, number 1 in touchdowns with 14, number 1 in first downs with 63, and number 1 in broken tackles with 26. They're going to announce the semifinalists. Well, for me, it'll be well, I guess for both, it's only 11:30. But Tuesday, tomorrow morning, the 19th at 9 a.m. Eastern, they're going to announce who the semifinalists are. But I kind of looked through, like, the leaderboards in terms of receptions and receiving yards, and I was trying to, come up with who I thought would be his competition, and I really only came up with 3 names, and one of them it's not even close, but the 3 names I thought maybe would be his main competition are Ted McMillan at Arizona, Jack Beck at TCU, and Ty Felton at Maryland. And Ty Felton is the one I don't really feel good about, and I'll be honest with you, I don't feel good about any of them and their chances of beating Nick Nash. I think Nick Nash, he is clearly the best receiver in college football. And, to me, this, I fully expect that, Travis Hunter is going to win the Heisman. I don't like it, but I think it's what's going to happen. But in the case of the Biletnikoff, man, if Nick Nash doesn't win, they, in my opinion, there needs to be an investigation. They have truly stolen it. I mean, because there's no one else close, in my opinion. I just don't see it. What do you think, Luke?
Well, Nick Nash, I've mentioned in our 2020 guys that he's pretty much the Ashton Genty of the wide receiver, so I totally agree. Number 1 in receptions with 95. He broke that. He broke the single season San Jose record for receptions in the season. This last game still got 2 games to go, and I failed to mention in the Ashton Genty stuff, but he passed Jay Ajayi by 70 yards. So he's the Boise State all-time rush leader for a season. Then you've got Nick Nash with his record-setting season. And first downs are, in my opinion, are earned and not given. So he's been doing the work, finding the open spots. When you need a big catch, that ball is going to Nick Nash. And I believe, again, when I'm looking over the whole college football span, Ted McMillan's great, but he's had up and down, and he had a banger of a first game. He's had some quiet games in between, but like Nick Nash has been on every single week. Like you can count on him each and every single week. The only name that could come close to him, in my opinion, is if he were still healthy, Jalen Royals. Like he would have been the only other name that like consistently day in and day out, week in and week out would be close to Nick Nash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see another what I would consider a serious contender that deserves this, right? Like, and so that it's gonna, as a fan of the G5, I guess I'm prepared for the worst. But yeah, I just think like it'd be a travesty if Nick Nash and the next guys we're gonna be talking about in all their cases, like in my opinion, like they're head and shoulders better than the others in their position groups, and it'd be an absolute travesty if they don't win those awards. So yeah, Nick Nash undoubtedly is your Biletnikoff award winner in 2024, and just because he's playing in G5 doesn't mean he's not good. He's very good. He is the best receiver in college football this season and deserves the award. And that's going to wrap us up this week.
That was a little bit longer, but it was great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a lot of people watching online, YouTube, X. Make sure you go out, you follow us if you like what we do. Show us some love out there on Twitter. Come back and join us next week as we discuss what happened in Week 13 as well as look forward to Week 14 of the 2024 season. And as always, bring you up to date on all the latest news and happenings from the world of G5 college football. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching us on X, please give us a retweet, a like, and a follow. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please subscribe and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Thank you all for your support. Until the next time, we are the G55.